in the studio today with the man, the myth, the legend, Grammy Award winning guitarist, producer, band leader, songwriter, entrepreneur, Eric Krasno, celebrating his solo debut CD, Blood from a Stone. Welcome to the Cool Jazz Countdown,
Thank you so much for having me. That was an incredible intro. Thanks, man.
Well, you cool cat, man. You've been at this thing for a while. And so we've known you, Eric, as this quiet cat, you know, who kind of uses his guitar as his voice, but now you're switching things up on this debut CD using your voice, but you didn't intend on singing these songs, man. So what happened?
Well, like you
that?
said, I've always kind of enjoyed being behind the scenes and behind the boards and producing, and I've done a lot of songwriting over the years. And you know, it was when I went in to work on this project, I was working with a songwriter named Dave Gutter, and he'd been writing some songs for the Tedeschi Trucks band, Susan Tedeschi. We also ended up writing some of the songs from these sessions ended up on Aaron Neville's record, which then I produced, and we wrote his whole record. But, you know, in the process, we kind of came up with a few songs that really just kind of fit me in a weird way without even knowing what that was yet. So we kind of went in and started cutting songs, and as I was kind of singing the demos, which I've done for years, is kind of like sing the demos, and I've always had friends here and there be like, "Oh man, why don't you just put this out?" And I'm like, "Oh no." So during this process, you know, I kind of it helped having a push from some of my friends that were in the studio, like, "Hey man, just go out front and do it." And so that's what we're doing now. And now it's kind of a whole new chapter because I made that record, and then now putting the band together and watching all this music evolve, and now writing with the band. We've put, you know, I've been lucky to put together a band of some incredible musicians, and now it's kind of now just on a whole other trajectory. It's been really fun, man.
So was it a little nerve-wracking then, you know, shedding your skin, stepping out there naked, if you will?
Definitely. Yeah, at first it was, and it started, you know, it's still, you know, evolving, and I'm still working on it and everything, but it's been really fun just, you know, getting out there and just doing it, you know.
So take me back. Native of New Canaan, Connecticut, which I've never heard of.
Not many people have.
Life. But take us back to your younger days. When did you first fall in love with music?
Well, I have to say my parents were you know, they listened to a really eclectic mix of, you know, from Stevie Wonder to the Beatles to Brazilian music was in my house a lot. It was all over the map. So, you know, then when I found rock and roll, Jimi Hendrix was a big thing. When I heard Jimi Hendrix, I wanted to play guitar. That. And then my brother was a musician, and my uncle. I had a lot of music around.
Yeah, music was all in your.
It was around, and my dad's dad, my grandfather was a musician. He played like gypsy music and some classical music.
Gypsy Gems.
Yeah. He was actually had a group called Lou Krasno and the Gypsy Gems.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's that was around, and then. I got to say that when my brother's like almost 6 years older, he had a band and they used to practice in the basement, and I used to want to just hang out with them, you know. So I'd go down there and start banging on drums and start picking up guitars, and they'd be like, "Man, you go practice, come back when you have some skills." So then that influence, you know, and listening to Led Zeppelin records and stuff like that, and then I got into jazz. Once I started playing, then I kind of got into people like Wes Montgomery and Grant Green and people like that, and then I was off, you know. Then I was gone,
off to the races. Now, are you a family man?
No, I don't have my own family. No.
Okay,
but you know, I have to say I'm an uncle. I'm a professional uncle.
Gotcha.
I got 3 nieces, but yeah, I'm on the road so much and all that. Yeah, so yeah,
I always wonder how that works out for folks who do have kids out there. and significant
it's not
others.
easy.
So, okay, got you. So you're married to the music. At this point.
Guess you would say that.
Nothing wrong with that, brother. Thank you for it. So you are the co-founder of both Soul Live and Lettuce, incredible groups that have been out there since what, 92 and 99.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of both of those groups. Matter of fact, I always, whenever I'm looking for something high energy, I know I can pull from one of those many projects and just groove with it. But take us back to the early days of Lettuce and Soul Live.
Yeah, well, Lettuce started. We were in high school. You know, we were sophomores in high school. And most of us went to the Berkeley like summer program where they kind of, you know, it's for kids that are maybe a little more advanced in music, or you know,
sponsored by the College of Music.
Yeah, a lot of it is. Yeah, and so we met there, and you know, it was kind of random how a few of us ended up in an ensemble together, which is where they put together groups of musicians, and we kind of just instantly gravitated towards each other. You know, we all were into like that funky music. Some of us kind of brought it, like Adam, our drummer, was really into Earth, Wind and Fire.
Nice.
Ryan, our sax player, was into Tower of Power. I was into like the Herbie Hancock, like Headhunters type of thing. And then when we got together, it just kind of formed this thing, you know, and we just wouldn't leave the practice rooms. You know, we would actually, you'd have to sign in, and we would sign in for the whole day. We would just write, yeah, but and yeah, people didn't like that on our floor. But anyway, we would just like play all the time, and it wasn't till so at the end of the 5 weeks, we said we're all going to come here when we graduate high school. So fast forward to '94, and we all actually did. We came there, and we started. Nice. That's when we actually started the group and started playing shows around. I mean, it was literally like, you know, me and in a beat up Volvo, you know, with all the gear in the back, and
nice.
Us piled in there. And yeah, and then when Soul Live, you know, we kind of, it's a long story short, but Soul Live started, like Lettuce didn't really tour heavy. A lot of us were doing other things. Adam was playing drums with the Average White Band, and Adam, our other guitar player, like was playing with Lady Gaga at one point when she started. Nice. And everyone had these different things they were doing. And then meanwhile, Soul Live started, and I met Alan and Neil, and we always kind of kept Lettuce going. Like every 6 months, we'd do a show, or we'd do a recording. And then in the last like 5 or 6 years, it really kind of took off, and it's becoming like a touring entity. So yeah, it's kind of like this weird family tree that all of us are involved in different projects together and on our own. So it's pretty cool that we still get to do it.
How has the longevity of those groups kind of influenced your career?
Well, I feel really fortunate that we're all really tight friends, and we all kind of let each other kind of go off, do our own thing for a while, and we always keep the doors open, you
nice.
know, and it allows that longevity, because sometimes, you know, you don't really, some people like myself, I kind of get stuck into, I never want to do one thing. I always want to kind of, okay, I've done this for a few years now I want to try this, and I want to go produce for a while and work with other artists, or okay, now I want to do a solo project. But the great thing about being close friends and family is that we kind of allow each other to pursue these different opportunities and these different other ideas.
So talking about production, you mentioned that you work with Dave Gutter out of Rustic Overtones to write this project. You guys have had some pretty good synergy in writing material for this album. Yeah. Tell us about the somewhat unorthodox process of gathering equipment, you know, people and the songs themselves, recording in a barn. How did that all come together, man? Yeah, it was an interesting process, man. I mean, to be totally honest, when we got together, we thought we were just kind of writing and working on demos, because we didn't really have much material. I had a couple little ideas, but what happened was we got in a room, and we brought up the drummer from London Souls, Chris St. Hilaire, and Stu Mahan, who actually plays bass with me now as well. And we started playing through some of these ideas, and we just we're like, man, this sounds good in here. And at that point, we just had a little tape machine, like an old school reel-to-reel. Okay. And then we were like, you know what, let's go. So they know all, you know, Dave and Ryan Zoidis from Lettuce, they know all these guys up in Portland, Maine that kind of just brought us gear. They knew we were there, and they're like, oh man, these guys are working on something cool. They brought us some amplifiers, some microphones, and all these different things. Next thing you know, we were making a record. So it went from kind of like, let's demo a couple songs, to what you hear on the record is primarily recorded in that barn with that tape machine. Wow. Then I took it to New York and brought it into a studio and mixed it and kind of added some little things to it. But the real guts of it happened up there. That's nice, man. I always love the analog world, because it's a totally different feel and definitely a different sound. So this CD, Blood from a Stone, it's rock meets soul, a.k.a. Kravitz meets Hendrix, a.k.a. Eric Krasno. How are your fans liking this newfound sound of their favorite guitars?
You know, I was nervous about that, to be totally honest, and it's been really great, man. People really dig it. And what, you know, it's like in this, I feel like people, and this kind of goes back to like when we do the Bowl Live with Soul Live, and every night we're doing rock music one night, and then we're doing soul music, then we're like doing a jazz kind of thing with John Schofield, and then we got Talib Kweli coming in one night. So it's like I realize that you know, our fans, they want that diversity. They did grow up on everything from Run DMC to Hendrix to Neil Young even, you know. So I realized kind of as we were been touring around that, like, you know, a lot of people do have eclectic tastes, and that's been there's been a lot of support for it, which has been really really great.
Nice. If you were just joining us in the studio today, Grammy Award-winning guitarist and vocalist Eric Krasno, we're talking about his brand new CD, Blood from a Stone. Eric, you got time to stick around for a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right, more with Eric Krasno coming your way right here on the Cool Jazz Countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing you a Cool Jazz Countdown exclusive. He is celebrating his debut CD as a leader, talking about Grammy Award-winning guitarist and vocalist Eric Krasno. His CD, Blood from a Stone. Take it away.
Jezebel first. This is a tune called Jezebel. 1, 2. Jezebel, you were the devil in the dream I had. Jezebel, never should have paid you no mind. When you said you were leaving, acted like I didn't want you no more. When I told you to leave me, I was standing right in front of that door. Jezebel, feel like heaven when you're giving me hell. Jezebel, my friends all think I love you too long, yeah. When I said I was bleeding, you left me there for dead on the floor. When you said you don't need me, I was on the other side of that door. Jezebel, I was calling, no one come save me. Jezebel, should've known the legs gon' run. What do you know? I come crawling, same thing over again. Can't believe you're breaking me again. Sorry for the little bit out of tune there. Baby girl thought it was a little early in the morning. She was like, I don't know if I'm ready yet. I think we're good now. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the studios of WEAA, an exclusive Grammy Award-winning guitarist and vocalist celebrating his debut CD, Blood from a Stone, we present to you Eric Krasno.
Please. What was I to think if I showed you love, that you'd stay with me, girl? Now I could die, 'cause you show with love to a man that you don't even know. There's a feeling in the pit of my soul. He can't know you, girl. He can't please ya, not like I do. His arms couldn't hold you, strong not mine hold you. He can't need ya. He can't want you this bad. He can't please ya, please ya. There's a feeling in the pit of my soul. How could you feel him close to you, girl? He can't please ya, not like I do. His arms couldn't hold you, strong not mine hold you. He can't need ya. He can't want you this bad. He can't please ya, please ya. No, he won't 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 please ya. Adding the baritone on there.
I was like, where's that? You need a gig?
Yeah, man. We need to hire you, man.
Got the gig. So these are all gonna be like aired later.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
This is like really fucked up.
You guys want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay.
Which one? Unconditional.
Yeah.
Intro.
Yeah,
This one's going.
yeah, it's great. You want to do that? Just roll? Okay. This one is called Unconditional Love. 2, 1, 2, 3. When my luck run out, that's when my love run out. I just set them free. Unconditional love is what I needed. I was down and out, down on bended knee. Unconditional love is what I needed. Unconditional love won't ever leave me. Unconditionally, it's something you wish it would be. It's what you want, the lust you won't last long. Need something that's closer to me. Something to always be. 'Cause you never know when things may fall apart. When my luck run out, that's when my love run out. I just set them free. Unconditional love is what I needed. I was down and out, down on bended knee. Unconditional love is what I needed. Unconditional love won't ever leave me. Are you a sinner or a saint? Are you the center or the shape? Shape of things that come my way. 'Cause I need something to hold on to. Something that's oh so strong. Yeah. A shining light that will not fade away. Oh, it's unconditional love. Oh, we really need it. All we really need is all we really need is love. 'Cause all we really need is love. Oh, it's unconditional love.
Yeah. All right, let's close it out real quick. We'll just both use this. Ladies and gentlemen, a Cool Jazz Countdown exclusive. Want to thank the one and only Eric Krasno for stopping by the studios today, brother. Truly appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
What is your website for folks to be able to get more information?
It's erickrasno.com, and you can also find us on Facebook, Eric Krasno Music, Twitter, and Instagram. Just my name, Eric Krasno. We got all the info floating around between all those different media outlets. So.
Good stuff, and that is ERICKRASNO. IMBASSMAN. Cool Jazz Countdown exclusive, and we are out.